Investigation Division. What brings us out here today, and thank you all for coming, is we got actually an anonymous tip late yesterday about a possible cockfighting event happening at this location today. So our Organized Crime Division and our Criminal Investigation Division immediately started researching and confirming certain information, which we were able to do last night and into the morning. The information was told to us that the cockfighting event would be taking place today, and we were able to get surveillance out here early, do our homework, obtain a search warrant for this location, and subsequently raid the location with our marked units and our covert and organized crime division units. Upon entering the location, we found an individual who was in the golf cart Gator, and his name's Paul Morales, who we had heard his name before. He had some weapons on him, and we immediately detained him, and as we got on the rest of the property, we observed lots of roosters in vehicles and in cages, and we were able to detain about 50 people who were here already. We absolutely interviewed, talked to them, and they were for the most part cooperative with us. They were cited and released for attending this event, and the main defendant, Paul Morales, was arrested for cockfighting, which is a state jail felony. Yes, good question. I forgot that. We right now are actually still counting. We have about 200, and that number could go up. And we actually found a few that were injured, and we found some of the equipment that's used. It's actually called a gaff. That is the roosters or cocks have spurs, and the natural spur is replaced with a steel spur, and those were on property.
So right now, only one suspect?
Yes, sir. One suspect that we are going to take.
Sorry, yeah. It's I'm just going to make sure that if you don't push on it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Yes.
So only one suspect?
At this time, one suspect, but the investigation will continue, and it's really in its infancy because it just started.
Charges for him?
Charges are participating in cockfighting, causing one rooster or one male rooster to fight another male rooster.
All of them are in a good condition, the animals, or they're going to be examined?
Yes, they will be examined and taken away from this location in the next few hours. There were some that we saw some injuries on.
What will ultimately happen with them?
At this point, they'll just be taken to a location, an undisclosed location, and examined, and there'll be a court hearing. So that's usually within 10 days, so we won't really know for 10 days.
Is that around 200?
Yes, sir, about 200.
Any idea how long this has been going on?
We believe there's probably been other events here, but we didn't have the information that we received late yesterday to be able to act on it. But all indications are they've been set up and doing this in the past.
So around 50 spectators? Right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
And it was early, so there probably would have been more coming to the event, but we felt like we didn't want any of the roosters to get harmed, so we felt like we should go in there, raid it sooner than later.
And this is a property of the suspect, or he's renting, or?
I believe the premature, or the primary information right now is that he's renting. But we will do some more checking on that.
As far as charges go, did you say what they might be facing?
What the charges are?
What they might be?
Yeah, it's just engaging in cockfighting and being able to obtain money from that, basically gambling. If you earn money from the cockfighting, then it is a state jail felony.
You know, for that crime, what, is there a fine? There's how much time?
Yeah, a state jail felony is up to 2 years, anywhere from 180 days to 2 years in prison.
And the fines are
$10,000.
What about the participants?
They were given Class C. It's a Class C misdemeanor, so basically a cite and release ticket.
Any other questions?
your name again?
Nancy Sanford, and the spelling is Sanford.
Title.
Deputy Chief over the Criminal Investigation Division.
Any other assets seized, like cash or anything?
Good question. And sorry, I forgot to mention that we did find a little bit of drugs in a vehicle. Of course, all we've done is the presumptive field test, but enough to be able to seize. It's a pickup truck, not sure of the year, but worth seizing at this point.
Guns as well.
Yeah, and we seized a couple guns.
Besides of guns or hands, what other animals they have there?
I'm sorry?
Besides of guns and hands, what other animals they got?
All I saw was one dog. I don't know whose dog this is, but at least one dog on the property. We won't be taking the dog.
You see a lot of this going on now. Is there a problem with this area?
You know, historically, since I've been at the sheriff's office since 2017, we've probably dealt with up to 5 of these, which isn't that many. We believe there's probably a lot more going on, but they can be clandestine and out here in the rural areas. And if we do get information, absolutely, we will act on it as quick as we can. So to answer your question, I believe it's going on, and we would like to find more of them.
Thank you.
Okay? You're
That
welcome.
was 200 roosters, right?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.